Today I'd like to continue with how to be an easygoing person and give you the third point, which is accepts suggestions from leadership. Accepts suggestions from leadership. Proverbs 21:23 says, "Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles." Have you ever been around, have you ever been a leader and then been around somebody that you could say absolutely anything to and know you're not going to offend them, know they're not going to get upset with you, etc.? It's so fun. You know, that I mean, it's you as a leader, you know those people. You know your children that you can say just about anything to them and you don't have to walk on eggshells around them. That's so fun. And you know what? If you want to be an easygoing person, you need to be that type of person to your leaders. Um, whenever whenever a leader gives you a suggestion, even if you don't like it right away, can I give you some things to say? Say this, say, let me think about it. Let me think about it for a little bit and get back with you. Instead of saying, no, I've tried that before and I know it's not going to work. Well, that's just dumb. Have you ever, somebody given you a suggestion, you just blew it out of the water right away? No, that's not going to work. I've tried it before. You know, Sometimes when I'm counseling somebody, and it's a mother, and they ask me about questions with toddlers or questions with, when they jump back and say, well, I tried that a couple weeks ago and it didn't work. It just, it squelches me. It makes me feel like, why am I even trying to talk to this person? Um, Another thing you can say to if somebody gives you a suggestion is, I can see where that would work. Let's talk about it again later. Now, can I be honest with you? That's something I use a lot with my kids, my adult children, because some of their suggestions are a little bit off the wall to me. They're, and I think, oh, I don't know, but I don't want to squelch their creativity and get them to say, get them to stop thinking they can talk freely and make suggestions. So maybe I'll say, I can see where that would work or might work, but let's talk about it again later on, and have them bring it up to me again. Or I might think on it and then come back, when you gave that suggestion, this is what I think. What do you think? And we talk it all out. Being easygoing means that people aren't afraid to talk to you. And if a leader wants to give you a suggestion, I wish a preacher would feel like if I'm his Sunday school teacher, he could come up to me and say, you know what, I've been noticing you're supposed to be at your class by quarter till, and you're not getting there till 5 till, and I'd like to ask you to be there. Do you know, I'd be very complimented if a preacher would say that to me. But you know what? I know, can I be honest? I've been to churches where the preacher has expressed to us that he cannot say what he wants to say to his congregation. Some of the people are not easygoing enough. I remember one church we were at for a revival, and every night the pianist was late. And the preacher said to me, I can't do anything about this. I just have to accept it, if I want to have a pianist. And I thought, how sad that that lady is not easygoing enough, or not the type of person that a preacher could say, hey, you're affecting our spirit of our services by being late. Could you please get there at 10 till? That's a terrible thing. And if you have that testimony, or if be bold and ask, preacher, can you say anything to me? Do you feel free to say anything to me? I really want you to be able to. Husband, do you feel free to be able to say anything to me? I think it'd be very, very important for us to be that kind of an easygoing follower. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.